Welcome back to the Buckeye Dynasty. Our Buckeyes are sitting 5-0 and on top of the world right now. We're number one in the nation after they beat up on Wisconsin. It's our bye week, so it's time to take a look at the recruiting board. As you can see right now, we are set at number 5 in our recruiting classes behind Arkansas, Texas, Florida State, and Alabama. Cincy, Miami, Pittsburgh, Ole Miss, and Maryland round out the top 10. Here's a team overview look right now. We're going to have to replace our left tackle going into the offseason, and we're going to lose Sean Nurenberger at kicker. We're graduating 13 players this year. Hopefully we don't have any early commits, but I believe we will. If you look at our total of juniors going into next season, we're losing 27 players into the draft next year. So we are recruiting for the future. So let's take a look at who's on our board this year. Adam Ross was our first commit. He is a 6'1", 211-pound wide receiver from North Fort Myers, Florida. He is the number 2 wideout in this recruiting class. He comes in as a 4-star prospect, and he's good. 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 78 catching, 88 route running. He's got a 70 spec catch and a 67 catch in traffic. What I'm seeing with Adam is he could be our H-back. He could fit that Curtis Samuel type mode that we had before. He has great size at 6'1", 211, so he can take a hit and be okay. He doesn't have that great of elusiveness, but he's got a solid juke move, and he has great ball carrier vision. Our second commit into this class is Warrick Parish. He is a 6'4", 290-pound center from Daleville, Alabama, 4-star prospect. We are losing a few key players on our offensive line in the offseason, so adding more depth to the middle of that line is going to be great. Parrish comes in as a 79 overall. He has 82 pass block, 82 run block, and 82 impact block with 78 strength and 85 acceleration. Next up, we go to the defense, and we travel to Lawrence, Indiana, and pick up Kyle Seward, a 6'2", 240-pound outside linebacker coming in with a 4-star prospect. And he is fast. 84 speed, 99 acceleration. He has 78 tackle, 86 hit power. But check out his block shedding. He has 77 power moves, 77 finesse moves, and 78 block shedding. So what I'm picturing is for Seward, he could be that 4th defensive lineman in our dime package where we have 4 defensive ends. He's going to be a solid player for us. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to put the red shirt on him. He might come in and get some early playing time, especially if he early enrolls. Then we head back to the home state, Montgomery, Ohio, and we pick up Sean Guidry. He's a 6'2", 226-pound quarterback prospect. He comes in as a 3-star. His stats aren't that great, but with the red shirt, he could become a solid player. He's got 80 speed, 81 acceleration. He's got 79 throw power and 69 throw accuracy. But like I said, with the red shirt and sitting behind Haskins for another year and Joe Burrow and the freshman that we picked up last year, he's going to be able to learn our system and be able to develop. He has 67 elusiveness. So by the time he's a sophomore or he's going into his junior year, he could be a very solid player for us. And here's a look at the rest of the board. We have Tim Jackson, a 6'1", 185-pound athlete prospect from Palm Harbor, Florida. He's 4 stars, and right now we're in a battle with Iowa State for him. Tim comes in with 90 speed, 92 acceleration, but it's his coverage skills that has us very interested. He has 87 man coverage, 85 zone coverage, and 85 press to go along with 75 catch and 79 spectacular catch. He's going to be a solid corner for anybody who gets him, and hopefully we can land him and bring him into Columbus. We stay on the defensive side of the ball and introduce you to Gerald Barber. He's a 6'5", 250-pound defensive end prospect from Bell Gardens, California. He comes in as a 4-star. We're battling with Washington and UNR. He has 74 speed, 82 strength, 82 acceleration, and he can tackle. 86 tackle, 88 finesse move, 82 hit power, and 78 pursuit. Again, you know we love our defensive ends, our fast defensive ends, and this will add another piece to that puzzle for Larry Johnson to coach up. We switch sides and go to the offensive side of the ball and look at Jared Bailey. He's a 6'1", 202-pound wide receiver from Lake Station, Indiana. 5-star prospect. Right now we're battling with the team from up north and Notre Dame. And this guy can definitely run a route. He has 89 speed, 92 acceleration, 93 route running, 79 catching. Spectacular catch isn't that great. It's 72, and he can catch in traffic with a 75. So we add him to the already loaded wide receiver core. We are going to have the best wide receivers in the country, hands down. We stay in Indiana and we find athlete John Cooper. He's 6'1", 208, 4-star prospect from Indianapolis. We have a lead over Notre Dame, Eastern Michigan, and Clemson right now. And this guy, he's going to be a solid safety for somebody. He's got 86 speed, 87 acceleration, 70 tackle, 72 play rec, 81 man coverage, 84 zone coverage. But he can also carry the ball. So he could be like a power back with the trucking at 63 or 66 break tackle. He's got 81 ball carry vision, 94 carrying. But I see him more as a safety. Again, if you put a red shirt on him, his tackle is going to go up. His hit power is going to go up. The coverage skills will get better. He's just an all-around solid football player. We stay on the defensive side of the ball and take a trip up to Fondue Lake, Wisconsin, and meet Manny Cox, 6'7", 273-pound D tackle, the number 1 D tackle in this class, 5-star prospect. Right now we're trailing Florida State and Tennessee, but this guy is going to be a beast. 69 speed, 79 acceleration, 81 strength, 80 power and finesse move. He can tackle with an 80. His pursuit is at 80, and his play rec is at an 81. You know we love our defensive line. We love adding new pieces to it, and Cox would be an important piece to play next to Haskell Garrett. We take a trip up the East Coast and head to New England and introduce you to a 6'4", 189-pound cornerback prospect, Brandon Harris. Guys, this dude is going to be a great addition to our secondary. We have a big lead over Florida State right now, and check out this dude's stats. 95 speed, 90 acceleration. He's got a 77 play rec, but look at the coverage skills. 84 man, 88 zone, and an 80 press. We're losing Denzel Ward this year with the chance of losing Damon Arnett Jr. as well. And Sean Wade is going into his junior year. So is Kendall Sheffield. We are getting a little bit older at our quarterback position. So bringing in somebody like Brandon Harris to slide right into the secondary would be a great pickup. We're going to need help on the offensive line at the end of the season, so we stay in home in Austintown, Ohio. We find Lew Holland, a 6'6", 297-pound tackle prospect, the number 9 tackle in this recruiting class. We have a nice lead over Notre Dame right now, and this guy, with a few years under his belt, is going to be a solid player. Check out his stats: 76 pass block, 78 run block, and a 76 impact block with a 79 strength and 95 acceleration. Like I said, we're losing our left tackle this year, so adding offensive line depth is important for us going into this offseason. We switch and go back to the defensive side of the ball, and Mission Bend, Texas is where we find Brice Johnson, a 6'1", 162-pound cornerback, 4-star prospect. We're trailing Florida State for him right now, but this is going to be another solid guy. He's got 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 80 agility. His play rec is at an 85. Man in zone, 87 and 88, and he can press 88. He is going to be a great cornerback in this country for any team that picks him up. We want him to come to Ohio State. He might actually start going into his freshman year or get some playing time in his freshman year. With those man coverage skills and that press too and that play rec, he could be a dangerous player in our secondary. We're leaving on that midnight train to Georgia to go meet Dan Townsend, a 6'1", 183 wide receiver prospect from Cairo, Georgia. He is a 4-star prospect, and we're trailing Oklahoma right now, but we have a lead over Alabama and Tennessee. Dan is going to be another great wide receiver. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 85 catching, 88 route running. He's got an 80 spec catch and an 83 catching traffic. What I'm finding in this recruiting class with the wide receivers, they do not have a lot of elusiveness, but they'll have like a solid juke move, or they can carry the ball very well. This guy, he's going to be a great route runner. His release is going to need some work, so we might put a red shirt on him if he comes to Ohio State, because we do have such a solid wide receiving core already. Then we head out to the west and meet Peter Lewis. He is a 5'11", 182-pound, three-star quarterback prospect from Corona, California. And his story is kind of interesting. He got in trouble a little bit in high school, decided to take the JUCO route, dominated in junior college. Now he's looking to land in a D1 school, and he's got all the big-name D1 schools after him. Alabama, the team from up north, Oklahoma, and University of Texas, but we have a slight lead over all of them. And we can understand why everybody wants him. He has solid numbers, guys. 96 speed, 88 agility, 89 acceleration, 84 man coverage, 88 zone coverage, 80 press. He has a solid tackle with a 67, a 77 play rec, and a 77 pursuit. If we could land him, get him under the Ohio State DB coaches, he's going to be a great player. And finally, we are adding to our running back stable. We have found Isaac Walker, a 4-star running back prospect from North Ridgefield, Ohio. He's 6'3", 182 pounds. Alabama's interested. The team from up north is interested. LSU and Tennessee are all interested, but we have a slight lead over all of them, and he reminds me a lot of Mike Weber. 87 speed, 87 agility, 84 acceleration. He's got 80 elusiveness, 82 break tackle, and a 76 trucking, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. Again, we might lose Mike this offseason. If he puts up the numbers that he put up the last 2 years, he might declare early. We also have Demario McCall going into his senior year next year. J.K. Dobbins will be a junior next year. So it's important that we keep the running back stable full, and adding Isaiah Walker from Ohio would be a great addition. So that is the recruiting board for this year. It's not that great of a recruiting class this year, I'm not going to lie. Some of the top players, it's very top heavy, and then like the bottom players, like your 3-star players, aren't that solid, man. I usually find a few gems here and there, but this year there weren't too many. But I'm excited about the players we have on the board. Comments down below, who interests you guys the most? Who looks like they're going to be a great player for us in this recruiting class? Again, I apologize for the delay on these videos. This week has been very tough for me. It's been extremely busy this week, but I'm getting more gameplays out for you guys this week, I promise. Up next, we take on the number 8 ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. They travel to the Shoe. It's going to be a great game, so make sure you guys tune in for that one. Make sure you smash the like button, and if you're brand new, hit that subscribe. And I'm going to check you guys out in the next video. Oh, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BigCGatGame, and I'm going to check you guys out in the next video. Have a great week. 2 fingers in the air. Peace. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one.